What does a not guilty verdict mean in criminal law? Have you ever wondered what happens when a person is found not guilty in a criminal trial? This verdict carries significant weight in the legal world. A not guilty verdict means that the judge or jury has decided the prosecution did not prove the defendant's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. This is a high standard that must be met for a conviction to occur. When a not guilty verdict is reached, the defendant is acquitted of the charges. This means they are legally cleared of those specific accusations in that trial. However, it is essential to note that this verdict does not declare the defendant innocent. Instead, it indicates that the evidence presented was not strong enough to meet the required standard for conviction. In a criminal trial, the prosecution has the burden of proof. They must demonstrate every element of the crime charged beyond a reasonable doubt. If they fail to meet this burden, the judge or jury must return a not guilty verdict. This outcome leads to the dismissal of the charges against the defendant in that case. It also protects the defendant from being retried on the same charges due to the constitutional protection against double jeopardy. Understanding the distinction between a not guilty verdict and a declaration of factual innocence is vital. A not guilty verdict simply means the prosecution's case was not robust enough to secure a conviction. It does not imply that the defendant did not commit the alleged acts. From the perspective of criminal defense, a not guilty verdict is a significant achievement. It shows that the defense was successful in questioning the prosecution's evidence and arguments. This outcome reinforces the principle that the accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty. The state must meet a very high standard of proof to take away someone's freedom. Practically speaking, a not guilty verdict ends the criminal prosecution on those charges. If the defendant was detained, they will be released. However, the charges may still appear on their record until formally expunged, depending on the laws in their jurisdiction. In essence, a not guilty verdict means the defendant has been acquitted because the prosecution did not prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. This principle is fundamental to fairness in the criminal justice system. It ensures that no one is convicted without sufficient evidence, aligning with the belief that it is better for a guilty person to go free than for an innocent person to be wrongfully convicted.